home is once you move here, you never leave. So, Sam put his alarm clock to sleep as he woke up, as if they were changing shifts for work. He fell out of bed and tried not to fall asleep standing up in the shower. He walked a mile, it seemed, to his bus stop where he waited silently. When the bus came there, he sat in the front seat because Sam didn't know anyone. It was his first day at a new school. He had just moved to a small town or community, so to speak, in northern Alabama. All the bus driver said to him was that once you move here, you never leave. Finally, when they got to school, he could hardly say it was new at all, built in 1920 in fact. And after his first class, he soon realized that outsiders were not welcome in this new town. But only after a few short questions that followed as, why are you dressed like that? Where are your boots? And why don't you put a dip in? As the day went on, this sense of isolation seemed to grow more and more. But it's okay, finally he was on his way home, and when he got off the bus, his peers greeted him with a firm fist to his face. With a fat lip, swollen eye, he ran home to try to talk to his mother, but she was far too busy because she couldn't find his father, who left the house drunk again. He sat in his bed, and a dark corner seemed to grow in his mind. This process seemed to cycle weekly in his new community. He hated his new school because, well, the boys' athletic room, the floor was covered in tobacco juice, and the shower room, not stall, only had 4 shower heads, and it felt like a gas chamber, where the teachers didn't care if you knew the difference between affect and effect, because it did not affect them, it only affected him. Where as you walked through the halls, you could feel the racism and blatant ignorance as if it was ingrained into every brick that built that school by Bull Connor himself.
Come on, poet.
After only 6 months, all he could think about was what the bus driver told him, that once you move here, you never leave. He sat on his bed, and all he could say to himself was he needed to do what needed to be done. Holding his father's gun, his mother didn't seem too concerned because she was far more worried as his father slammed the door in her face, drunkenly walked to his car, and left to go to another bar. After a few short thoughts, he did what he thought needed to be done. It's true. Sam never left that community. But I stand here in front of you today saying that you leave one day because I sure did. I stand here in front of you today saying don't take the community you have for granted because you don't know what it's like to stand in a room full of people and feel alone. That you don't know what it's like to scream at the top of your lungs, but as if you said nothing. I tell you today that yes, a community can mold you, but you should never let it define you.